Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you're well and I hope you had a really great weekend. I am going to run through this week's lessons with you, starting with the first lesson of the week. But before I start, I wanted to apologize about the task on Friday. Now, it's come to my attention that the task on Friday was not actually on the website, and I'm really sorry about that. That was due to an admin error, but the task has gone up there. So if you would like to complete it, please do. If you haven't completed it, obviously, because the sheet wasn't there, please don't feel obliged to have to do it along with today's work. So the sheet is up there if you fancy having a look at it and trying to have a go. If not, that's absolutely fine. We are starting today's lesson. It's our final week on time. You guys have been doing an amazing job sending in fantastic work, which I'd love to have a look at and mark, and I've seen how fast many of you have come with your understanding. And this week we're looking at comparing time. And then that's it. Then we start a new fresh topic next week. Right, so let's start the lesson. I'm going to minimize myself. So just hold on a second. There you go. Move myself across here. So today is the 8th of June 2020. It's a Monday, and the LI is to compare time. And you will see this will be the LI that we have for the entire week, because we're going to be comparing different sorts of times with each other. Now, for this lesson, you'll need a pencil, a ruler, and a piece of paper, or a book, or whatever you use to do your work on. So once you've got all those things in front of you, let's get started. So our number talk, this should look familiar to you because we had a lesson last week on this. So it says, how much time has elapsed from soft start to the end of playtime? How can you work it out? So how much time has elapsed from soft start to the end of playtime? How can you work it out? So pause the video, okay, and work that out. Off you go. Right, so you will see that soft start starts at 8:30. So I'm going to write that down here, 8:30, and the end of playtime is 10:45. So to 10:45. Now, how could we work this out? So as you know, last week we were using number lines. Let me draw a number line here. It's easy. That doesn't work very well. There we go. The start time will be 8:30. The end time will be 10:45. Put those in. It's very big. Sorry. 8:30. The end time will be 10:45. Now, for me personally, it'll be easier for me to go to the nearest hour, which will be 9 o'clock. So let me get my lines. That will be 9, then 10. So I'm going to have these leaps, 8:30 to 9, then 9 to 10, and then 10 to 10:45, like so. And I'll write the times in. This will be 9 o'clock. This will be 10 o'clock. And now we label my leaps. This leap here, the first one, 8:30 to 9, will be 30 minutes. The leap from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock will be 1 hour. The leap from 10 o'clock to 10:45 will be 45 minutes. And then to get the actual time of how much time has elapsed, we need to add them all together. Okay, so 30 plus 60, to 60 minutes, 1 hour, is 90. 90 plus 45 is 135 minutes. 135 minutes in hours is 2 hours and 15 minutes. So either answer will be right. So either 135 minutes or 2 hours and 15 minutes be the correct answer. And if you got that right and you remembered all the names from last week, good job, well done. Okay, let's move on. So our key vocabulary for this week, you have hours, minutes, second, a whole, and compare. So today we'll be learning to compare times. We were using your knowledge of addition and subtraction to compare the length of time by particular events or tasks. So before we start, think about these two questions. What does it mean to compare time? And identify some words we can use when comparing time, okay? So just jot those ideas down. What does it mean to compare time? I think the easiest way of thinking about this is, what does it mean to compare anything? When you compare something to something else, what does that actually mean? So just take some time to pause the video, have a think about it, or write your thoughts down, and then we can move on. Well done. Right, so here we go. So the three times we're going to compare are 3 minutes, 125 seconds, and 110 minutes. Which is the longest amount of time and which is the shortest amount of time? And it says something is something longer or shorter than something because. So don't worry about this red sentence. Just think about these two questions here. What is the longest amount of time and which is the shortest amount of time? Pause the video and write down the correct answers. Off you go. So as we know, seconds are shorter than minutes. So 25 seconds is the shortest amount of time, and 110 minutes is the longest amount of time. 110 minutes and 3 minutes use the same units of measurement, minutes. 110 is obviously longer than 3 minutes. So well done. So that's us comparing those three times, of comparing which is the longer one, which is the shorter one, which was in the middle. So 3 minutes obviously in the middle. Right, so convert the following time. So explain what facts do I need to know. So 220 seconds equals how many minutes and how many seconds. So how would we convert 220 seconds into minutes? That's your first task, because when you're comparing time, often you will get some times that are using different units of measurement. So you might get a minute's time that's being compared with seconds time. And what you need to do, as we've discussed before the last few weeks, you need to make sure that you're using the same unit of measurement to be able to compare them properly. So let's start with trying to actually convert time. So how would we convert 220 seconds into minutes and seconds? You should remember this, the formula, the last few weeks. So pause it and have a go. If you can't remember, don't worry, I'll go through the answers in a few minutes. So pause the video and try to work this out. The fact that you need to know is that there are 1 minute the same as 60 seconds, okay? So in order to convert seconds to minutes, you should divide 220 by 60. 260 divided by 60. So how many times does 60 go to 220? Now we know that 60 goes in at least 3 times. You've got 60, 120, and 180. That is 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and the remainder is 40 seconds, okay? So 220 seconds, the same as 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, so let's look at this slide now. So how do we compare this time? So you have to compare 189 seconds with 234 seconds, 45 minutes with 40 minutes, and 1 hour and 35 minutes with 88 minutes. So just pause the video and put in the appropriate sign, greater than, less than, and equal to. Off you go. For the first one, we can see that they're both using seconds and seconds, and obviously the bigger number is 234, so 189 seconds is less than, if I can find it on my keyboard, where is it? Here we go, is less than 234 seconds. 45 minutes and 40 minutes, they're both using the same unit of measurement. So 45 minutes is greater than 40 minutes. Now, when you come to 1 hour, 35 minutes and 88 minutes, this is different to the first two because these two numbers are not using the same unit of measurement. Yes, there's minutes in there. There's also an hour in there. So what do we need to do here? We need to make sure that they use the same units of measurement. So 1 hour and 35 minutes is the same as 1 hour is 60 minutes plus 35 minutes, which is equal to 95 minutes. So, 95 minutes. So this would be the same as 95 minutes and 88 minutes. So this makes it easier now. Which is larger, 95 minutes or 88 minutes? I think you'll all agree with me that 95 minutes is greater than 88 minutes. Excellent job. Let's move on. So how can I compare these times? What do I need to know and what do you notice? So here we have 219 seconds and 3 minutes. Now, based on what we've already discussed in the lesson, you should know what I would expect you to do before you start comparing anything. As a basic rule, what do we need to make sure that both these times have? Okay, hopefully you're saying that both these times are using the same units of measurement. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll convert the minutes into seconds. So 3 minutes as seconds. Our rule would be, we know there are 60 seconds, the same as 1 minute. So if you have 3 minutes, there will be 180 seconds is equal to 3 minutes. So now we're comparing 219 seconds with 180 seconds. So quite simply, which is larger, which is smaller? I think you agree that 219 seconds is less than 180 seconds. Got that right, well done. So let's try another one. Here's your other example. So remember, you need to convert one of them, okay, so that you can compare it properly. So you need to make sure that when you're comparing the times, they both have the same unit of measurement. So pause the video and go ahead and compare the times. Off you go. Okay, so I think it'd be easier here to convert 240 seconds to minutes. So 240 seconds to minutes is, let's see, 60, 120, 180, and 240. So there are, oops, Daisy. Okay, let's cross that out, that'll be easier. 240 seconds, the same as 4 minutes. So 4 minutes, comparing 4 minutes and 4 minutes. And I think you'll agree they are equal. No, not plus, they are equal. So 4 minutes is equal to 4 minutes. Great. Now pause the video and try this one. Off you go. Right, so 3 minutes, convert it into seconds. So 3 times 60 is 180 seconds. So 186 seconds is obviously greater than 180 seconds. You got that right, well done. I hope you find this okay. Don't worry, keep practicing. As we know, practice makes perfect, so keep going. Right, now, so we're going out of the realm of seconds and minutes and going into minutes and hours. So 122 minutes compared with 2 hours. And our basic first rule is we need to convert the times to make sure we're using the same unit of measurement. So pause the video and have a go at this and I'll go through the answers. Okay, so 2 hours as we know, our fact that we know is that 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Okay, so in 2 hours, there will be 120 minutes. There you go. We can compare 120. We now compare 122 minutes with 120 minutes, and 122 minutes is greater than 120 minutes. Good job. Here's another one for you. I won't say anything. I'll let you just answer the question. Off you go. Okay. So 4 minutes is the same as, let me cross this out. 4 minutes is the same as 240 seconds. So 240 seconds is greater than 190 seconds. So well done, you got that right. Oh, now this is where it gets a bit complicated. So here you're comparing 5 hours with 218 seconds and 220 minutes. So pause the video, have a think about this, and get comparing. I think with this one, you need to use a bit of common sense about what would be the best unit of measurement to use so that you can use it across the board. So you can see that it says 5 hours here. Now, would it make any sense to convert 5 hours into seconds? Because that would take too long, the number would be too big. You could convert this into minutes and seconds, and you could convert this, this is already in minutes. So the wise thing would be to convert it into minutes. So 5 hours is the same as 300 minutes. Let's put M there, okay. 218 seconds is the same as 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, so now we have 3 times. So we have 300 minutes, 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and 222 minutes. So 300 minutes is obviously greater than 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and 3 minutes and 38 seconds obviously less than 222 minutes. So I know that was a bit tricky, but if you have 2 times to compare, or 3 or 4 or 5, so remember, if you convert all the times into the same unit of measurement, you'll be able to compare them more easily. Right, so Danny's back for our final week on time. Danny Dog says, when comparing fractions, you must always convert to like units. Now, what that means is actually what he's trying to say is when you're converting measurements, you must always convert to like units. So what he's trying to say is that you have to convert the same unit of measurement if you want to compare different measurements. Do you agree with Danny? Give reason for your answer. And as always, and so many of you have been doing, please write down, I agree with Danny Dog because, I disagree with Danny Dog because. Okay, so hopefully you will agree with Danny Dog, because that's what we've been saying throughout the whole lesson. Because when you're comparing, in this case, units of measurement of time, it's easier for you to convert the time. I mean, type the time to the same unit of measurement so you can compare it. Some people can look at a time that's in hours and minutes and just say, yeah, you know what, that's larger or that's smaller. But to make it easier, to make it more logical, it's easier for you to always make sure you convert the times into the same unit of measurement so you can compare it more easily. Okay, the time has now come for you to complete your tasks. Okay, and as always, don't forget to take a picture of your task and email it to us at year3@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Let me show you what your task will be. To find your task, and it will be there, I promise, go on to the Grange website, click onto online learning, click onto year 3, and you'll see the task will be math task 080620. You go into that task, this will come up. As you can see, task 1 says user information contained in the table below to complete the comparison chart. So this is showing you how long it takes to do the task. It's asking you to compare the tasks of putting in greater than, less than, equal. Task 2 says Dan takes 153 seconds to skip on the playground. He takes 2 minutes 23 seconds. Who's the quickest? Explain how you know. This is putting your comparing time knowledge into a real life scenario. Task 3, Summer goes to 3 different activities a week. They all start at 6 o'clock but are different distances away, matched to the day and time she leaves for the activity she is going to. So you have the days and times, you have some definitions of how far they are away, and then you've got this question here. Okay, and task 4, all the times below from the shortest time to the longest time in your book. So this is some times that are written down, and you need to write down the shortest time at the top in order to the longest time, and just explain your reasoning. And by that I mean write down why you put it in that particular order. You might want to do some calculations. Those are your tasks for today. So let's go back to our smartboard. Okay, and here is your challenge for those of you who love taking a challenge. True or false? Okay, 204. It should be seconds. Okay, is greater than 4 minutes. 204 seconds is greater than 4 minutes. True or false? And that's it for today. So good luck with the lesson, good luck with the task, and I can't wait to see all of your amazing work, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.